JP Morgan's frightening shift says do this with silver immediately. Something big just quietly changed in the silver market, and it involves America's largest bank, JPMorgan Chase. Recent filings show that JPMorgan has changed their silver exposure, and this can mean great opportunity or trouble for you and I as silver stackers. Check this out. If you're interested in silver, click that link in the description. Money Metals is holding this contest. They're giving away 20 Silver Eagles. Every month they hold this contest. Last month, the winner never claimed his prize. We've got 20 Silver Eagles just sitting here with no home to go to. Do not be that guy. Click that link I left down below. Be the next winner and take home that silver. Now, check this out. JP Morgan's recent 13F filings show that their position in the iShares Silver Trust, SLV, has moved from about 2 million shares down to roughly 1.48 million shares between June and September of 2025. Now, that might sound like they're pulling back, but remember, big banks, they don't telegraph their true physical or their derivative positions. They don't want the world to know what they're doing. A drop in ETF exposure could actually mean they're shifting from paper silver to physical control through COMEX vaults or through private storage. And in plain English, when a massive institution like JP Morgan starts changing how they hold silver, it's usually because they see something coming that we don't. They're positioning quietly while silver stackers are still focused on the spot price. Here's where it gets dangerous for you and I. When big banks move billions into physical silver or derivative silver, they often manipulate short-term sentiment to their advantage, of course. Stackers, they get scared during every dip. And guess who's on the other side of that? That's right, the same institutions accidentally buying cheap silver. In 2024, total registered silver on the COMEX dropped by nearly 40 million ounces. But the prices stayed surprisingly flat. Guess who's benefiting from that? Not you and I. And that disconnect, less supply, but flat prices, it tells you someone with deep pockets is keeping prices in check to accumulate quietly. It's a setup. They buy the dip that you just sold them. If JP Morgan's shifting away from a public ETF and into direct metal control, it could be a warning that paper markets might not tell the whole story much longer. These quiet moves by big banks like JP Morgan tell us that if a major player is coming out of an ETF and going into physical silver, pulling that physical metal out of COMEX, we're going to see that change in our spot price. Well, get your own silver. Click that link in the description. Thank you, Money Metals Exchange, for sponsoring this channel. This is a great contest. Every month they're giving away 20 Silver Eagles. 20 Eagles every month. Click that link. Be the next winner on that list. Take home that silver. And I'll see you on the next one.